Hello everyone, and welcome back to a new episode of Invisible Inc. Let's get started by hearing what Monster and Central have to say about things.
The Corps are now issuing high-tension personal armor to the security forces as standard equipment. I think they're getting scared of us. It would be flattering if it didn't represent an existential threat. Make sure you bring along something extra pointy for emergencies.
Alright, you got it, Central. So, where were we exactly? Did we just... No, we had Prism a little... We've had her for a little while, at least. We got the gel injectors in, that's nice. Yeah. So it'd be nice to head to a cyber lab here to get some more slots, maybe? But, I mean, there are lots of other things that would be nice as well. Items, is there any shuffling around that needs to be done? The Shock Trap 3 is still, like, not that exciting, sadly. A cloaking rig. A bunch of charge packs as well. Monster, will you please take these charge packs away from me?
Keep me in stock. I should be able to move this and make a tidy profit.
Shouldn't need the med gel, but, you know, don't have to sell it just yet. EMP3, that's right. So who exactly needs an escape item? I'm thinking, like, really nobody, but I guess I'll give it to Prism. Might as well top out her strength, I guess. I don't know. What am I even going to spend points on here? Why is Prism carrying so much more than everyone else? I guess she's got, like, just a big collection of sort of not that useful items. That's fine, I guess. Do I need more Anarchy? Like, not really. None of this stuff is pressing. Let's just get, like, whatever's sort of cheap. I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna get more Anarchy on anyone else until, like, we have nothing else to spend the money on. The handful of extra credits that we might get in situations where we can't quite get Decker involved are just not as useful as, like, the ability to hack more power out of a computer. So, more of a tactical concern rather than a strategic one, I guess. Okay, so we are, I think, headed to the security dispatch next. Sounds good to me.
Security office just got a
yeah, these are obviously don't want any detention centers. Could go here. I mean, we could buy some items, I guess. If so, maybe I shouldn't have spent so much money on upgrades. Incidentally, even though it, like, autosaves whenever you finish a mission, it does not autosave... Like, so, okay. When you're on the screen and you're buying upgrades for agents, you can, like, sell them back, right? You can go, oh, yeah, I want this, and then if I had enough money, I could click that. And then I can click, oh, never mind, sell it back. As soon as you leave the screen, those upgrades are locked in. But you can quit the game without saving and get them back. So, my opinion is that if it's possible, they should either make it so that as soon as you exit, it saves. As soon as you exit the screen, it saves, so you can't get your purchases back. Or, when you exit the screen, the purchases stay in the, like, oh, you can sell them back if you want state. There shouldn't be a way to gain advantage by quitting without saving, is what I have to say about that. So maybe, I think, the optimal thing to do at this point would be to actually just roll back some of the dumb purchases we made in terms of agent stuff, and head over to the security or the nanofab thing. But you know what? Actually, there won't be any new missions for a little while, so we can do the security dispatch and then the nanofab. It's fine.
This security office.
Okay, here we are. And one locked door already. Oh, here's Rush, just... Oh no, that's Prism. Looked like Rush. I don't know. They have sort of similar sprites when viewed from the back, don't they? They're not sprites, they're models is the word for a 3D thing. Okay, what database is this? A daemon database. Not that useful, but could easily be better than nothing if we don't find anything else to spend power on this turn. Which is certainly a possibility. Wow, it's a lot of firewalls for a sound bug. I mean, you know, later in the game, like in Super Endless, you can be like, oh yeah, here's a... Wow. I did not think there would be a guy here. But that's my fault. There's no reason there couldn't be. There couldn't be a camera, which is what I was thinking about, but there could be a guard staring at me, I guess. Sure. Alright, well now we're in a bit of an issue here. These guys are extremely slow. So... Alright, so here's what I'm thinking. First of all, let's peek through this door, just because, like, why not? What?! I checked! It didn't say the enemy will react to this action.
Give them a shot of med gel and they'll be as good as new.
It definitely should have said that, if they were going to shoot me for peeking. Maybe I missed it. I looked, though, and I was pretty sure it did not say the enemy will react to this action, which it does say for, like, opening doors and stuff. So, assuming I did not misread that, I think that is grossly awful. Like, they put that indicator there so that you can make decisions about whether to do stuff like this without having to, like, memorize all the interactions that exist. I mean, you know, we can recover from this. It's not a huge problem, but it's pretty stupid. It's my polite opinion about it. Is this getting him? It's not. Okay. But right here should do, yeah. And it gets the camera as well. Although we have some power to spend this turn, maybe we'll spend it on the camera. We could actually probably get enough power from this console to hack this guy, but I'd rather just EMP him. Oh geez, he has magnetic reinforcements even. Okay, well that's not so great. Well, I guess let's take this camera. Oh, a safe. Alright, well that'll be kind of nice to have, EMP'd. Alright, well this mission has started off really badly. Being spotted wasn't that big a deal. But being shot was quite inconvenient. Am I still carrying, like, a med gel just because? No, I'm not. Alright. So we're gonna have to drag him or buy one. Right. Because of Prism, we have enough power to spend another hack on this guy. The EMP will take down two more firewalls. So, you haven't seen, I think, magnetic reinforcements yet this game. The effect that they have is, when you EMP a thing with magnetic reinforcements, if it has more than 2 firewalls left, then instead of being disabled like an EMP normally does, it just takes away 2 firewalls. And it's not like it takes them away temporarily, like it EMPs temporarily. It's as if you were using a lockpick 2. Okay, so how far exactly does this guy get? I'd like to come over here and pick up Tony, but we can do that next turn. Oh my gosh, how did I leave the sound on my phone on? There's never sound on my phone. It's impossible. Alright, there we go. I'd sort of like to tag this guy, but I guess I don't have any power, so that's not really going to happen, right? So we'll just wait here for him to come around the corner and the EMP to hit him. And then we will finish with him his last 2 firewalls. And then, like, I don't know, park him down here where someone can sit on him or something. And I'll put Rush, our elite hacker, down here so that next turn we can get some more power. Alright. So yeah, he is observing this door, which means we can't like sneak around him without hacking him or doing something to him anyway. I didn't hear any other guards, so there's nothing too nearby. Alright, that's not a huge problem. So we're going to bring this drone in here and have somebody sit on him, basically, for as long as necessary, I think. I'm not really sure who that should be. Oh, haha, we can't get this because we EMP'd it. Very funny. Now, we can trade items with him. That's handy. Take his Cloaking Rig 3, he's not going to use that anytime soon. And like his Stim 3, he has some pretty good items. We'll keep the EMP, I guess, actually. There is a door up here. That's looking promising. Okay. We found the power supply. That's good for the security dispatch mission. It's pretty important. I'd sort of like to find a guard so I can tag him. I see. Well, we're not going into this room, evidently. Not till next turn, anyway. We could cloak through, I suppose. We do have 2 cloaks. From here gets me to here. And then I can grab the power and then hack this thing. So I can use just a Cloaking Rig 1 to get through is what I'm getting at. So I think that that's fine. We'll still have the Cloaking Rig 3. This safe is open, and we can get to it now, so there's some argument for going in there. Since we don't have Tony available for the moment, anyway. It could be useful to get in there while the safe is open. It's going to close soon from the EMP, of course. But I think it's more important, at least with Prism, to just get going. Maybe Decker or Rush can do this. I don't know. So I guess we'll just take this now, while we still can. And now the invisibility is worn off, but it doesn't super matter. Or actually, it hasn't worn off. Ugh, demons are hidden. I kind of would like to hack one of these things, but it might have a demon. That I'm not thrilled about hacking right now, in fact. So, I could do this, sort of make progress on hacking everything. It seems fine. I couldn't do that first. I couldn't just do 2 data blasts in this room to clear out all these 2 things, because we needed the power we got from Prism from hacking this in order to make that work. Alright, so... let's see... have Decker come up and confirm there's nothing back here, and then go up this way, maybe? No guards entered this room. But they could have been up here and we wouldn't have heard them, but they don't come into this area. And then I guess Rush will be the one in charge of babysitting this guy. Take a Buster chip, I guess, since we don't have Tony to hack safes for us. Power. Saving power is a bit of a thing. Yeah, nothing back there. And a console over there. No one should come through here, but in case they do, I'd like to be prepared. Any sound bugs that will hear me right now? Closest is over here. So I'm thinking that we can sprint. You know what? That's a risk that I don't need to take. I can still pick Tony up and get him in here. Sprinting, I think, would have been okay, but there's no real need. So let's just not risk that. Alright, looks like we're done with this turn. Okay, a drone over to the northwest, and maybe I heard a human guard up in the northeast? I'm not sure. Kind of meant to open that door instead of peeking it, but whatever. I guess there was a drone over here, so... This was... So we know that the drone's patrol path goes through here, because the door is open. Or a drone's patrol path goes through there, anyway. Found another camera. Kind of want to hack this thing immediately. Rather than doing... Actually, let's see. A data blast in here would take out 2 devices, which would give me 2 power. That's not enough to hack this camera. So, On the other hand, I can come down here and grab this. This is 4 power. That would give me 7 to work with this turn. 9 if I hack, well, 10 if I hack 3 devices, right? So, maybe... How much power can you get from this? 2 per turn? Okay, so it's 9. That's 3 things to hack. That's good. The thing is, I'm not sure exactly where it is I want to hide next turn. Because I don't know where the drone's movement ends. So I think I may actually choose not to move any further this turn. Just hack this stuff and, like, tag the drone or something. Alright, found the security dispatch thing. Oh, I have more power. Well, I don't really want to use it all right now. And no humans came into this room. That's good to know. But I do want to know where they are, because they're going to be the ones with the keys. This looks like the exit? No. Yes. Well, I thought this room was the one with the exit. I was definitely wrong about that. But the exit is through here. Okay. And there's this drone who is patrolling somewhat peacefully somewhere inside this room. Actually, he might be stationary. I haven't heard him move. Or was he the one that I heard move with Prism? Let's observe to be sure. Okay, so he goes into there and then back here. Fine. If I come here, am I prepared for a guard to notice me opening the door? The answer is yes, I'll be able to come down this way. So I will open the door without peeking. Fine. And then peek. It's the security area. Fine, we sort of knew that already. Let's end... oh, there is a little hiding space right here. So, well, on the other hand, going in here is not going to help us until we have the security card, right? We don't have banks. So, let's continue scouting this direction, looking for security guards. Oh, whoops. Steal from this drone. Use a buster chip and a lot of power, which we don't want just this moment. I kind of want to spread out our power usage so we get maximum usage out of Prism's ability. But we can sit on it and just have access to 4 power whenever we need it later on, which is pretty handy, I think. Might as well shut this door. And we're on Overwatch for the drone. Sounds good. Yeah, it was the Obake drone up there that I heard. Well, we're not getting past this guy this turn. 4 firewalls, like, we could get through, but that's not what I want to be spending my power on at the moment. Could Buster Chip open, or to make progress on the shop anyway? And the shop is pretty valuable, now that I think about it, because it'll have some Medgel, and that would get Tony back into the action. Maybe I should do that before I scout further. I still want... Well, I think I still want someone to pin the Akuma drone, which means I would only be getting 1 agent back into the action. But I don't know. Maybe it's fine to just let this guy go on alert and just not worry about him. He moves very slowly. So he, in theory, should be easy to dodge. It's just that, like, if you ever can't dodge him, he has a ton of firewalls, kind of a problem to deal with, and, like, he sees a lot because of his peripheral vision. So it might be worth keeping him pinned. I think, like, we can probably do this mission with just 2 agents if we have to. With 3, it should be pretty doable, so that makes it worth leaving an agent down here, I think. Now seems like a good time to get the extra power from that Akuma drone so that we can hack into the shop right away. Oh, actually, we don't need it because Decker has 2 Buster Chips. Not sure how that happened, but alright. Oh, what's this demon, by the way? Apparently there's a demon on this. Rubik's raises all firewalls. That's a bit of a nuisance. We could knock down all this stuff right now, before that happens, I guess. We're not getting a lot of value out of Prism then, because we're hacking 5 things and just getting 2 power for it, but, you know, that's life, I guess. Please give me this power. Now, in theory, we don't actually need to hack this safe right away. Maybe it's more important to make progress down here. Actually, I need to make a little progress up here, huh? Or Decker's not going to be able to hack through this all by himself. Oh, we could kill this demon? Seems pretty questionable. We wouldn't have enough power to finish it off. We could grab the console as well? That's a lot of work to avoid a Rubik's demon. I think I'll just let the firewalls go up by 1. It's not a huge deal. Now, anything we want to hack before this? This stuff is all just, like, not that important. This stuff could be... Tony might never get to this safe, so... Actually, let's just do this. There. We don't need to worry about the drone. And then, see what else we can get together with this. We can make progress on, like, some cameras and sound bugs. Okay. Another gel injectors. Quite nice, but we don't have space on anyone. So we can't use it. Also, I just realized I should have had Decker stay back and not Rush, because Rush is the one with the gel injectors. She is more useful than Decker right now. She can move more. Yeah, the only way you could imagine Decker being more interesting is if he has better items, but we could just swap those with Rush if that's the case. I mean, I guess we did use his augment. We found out about the demon and took countermeasures, so that was nice. Also, I can't afford any Medgel right now, so that's a problem. Ugh. Forgot about that. Could go... Try to get... Well, I don't think I could go back for the safe right now. Because the guard would... The drone would spot me. So we're just going to come up here and peek. Okay, nothing there. I sort of forgot to check whether I would be okay with a drone coming by. And I'm really not. I mean, I can stim and get out of here, or I can shock trap, actually. Believe it or not, shock trap does work on drones. It doesn't make any sense to me. But you can totally do it. Yeah, I'm going to shock trap this guy, in fact. And then head back this way so that we can get closer to the shop. When Prism is done opening this safe, we can pick up the... Actually, I should have considered having Decker sell something that's like one of these Buster chips to buy the med gel. That would have been a good investment, I think. Just like the Buster chip is not that crucial, and it would have sped things up. But I thought I would get some value out of scouting this area, which like I did, but I didn't do it very well, and so it hasn't paid off for me. Right now the patrols are changing. The drone didn't make it up here, so I didn't actually need to KO him. I could disarm this trap to avoid KOing the drone so that he doesn't become alert. I don't know how important that is, really. I guess I forgot the drones only have 6 moves, or some drones only have 6 moves. Like, the Pulse drone has 8. But I think the camera drones, Null drones, Obake drones, those have 6 moves. And, of course, the Kuma drones have, like, 4 or something. Yeah, he actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, just got to here. So he's right on the other side of this door. And he's about to open it to scan. How big a problem is it really to have an alerted camera drone and an alerted Akuma drone on the loose? It's not great, I'll tell you that. Let's delay that decision and open a safe. In fact, let's not go back for this one. Decker can do that or something in a minute. Maybe Tony when he's awake to come in here. Let's just open up this one since it's open as well. Any danger of cameras seeing me? No. Conceivably something other than a camera could see me, but I don't think that's going to happen. Okay, now let's check out this room a little bit more thoroughly. There could be something interesting in here, but I'm going to bet that there's not, since it's a small room and it's hard to get into, and I don't want to mess with it. What's in here? Another safe. But nothing. Well, there could be a camera back there. Better safe than sorry. Nothing. Alright. So now Decker can afford to buy this med gel. And I just have to decide before I do that if I'm willing to knock out this drone. Like, am I willing to spend 2 movement points to avoid knocking out a drone? It might be fine to have him knocked out, but I think I'd rather he weren't knocked out. If he was going to come through last turn, I wanted him knocked out. But if he's not coming through... What? Really? I can scan him through the door? There's some kind of bug there. They shouldn't have let me do that. Oh, actually, I don't know. Maybe it let me because demons are hidden. But it shouldn't have let me do it through the wall, anyway. The door, I should say. But then when it did, like, I've never seen that there's no demon on this device notification before. That's kind of cool that we got into some weird state where it allowed us to do that. So let's grab this med gel. Kind of be a little careful of this door, because the Obake drone could well be coming out through it. Um, Prism has an EMP, but not a Buster Chip. So that's perfect for this safe, so we don't need to spend power there. I'm trying to see what I can spend power on in order to make it reasonable to hack open this console. Data blast this area? Twice? That seems like a good way to spend some power. Let's aim it up here. I don't know where the Obake drone is, but I believe this will hit him if possible. Yeah, he's there. Okay. So now we... well, a few things have happened as a result of that. One, we can observe him. Why am I pinning Tony? Let's just put him down. Actually, it would be better to put him down by the door, so that Decker can revive him most easily. And I only need to pin this guy. Don't know what I was thinking there. I was like, I just want to maximize how easy it is to pin everyone. I'm carrying a body, better pin somebody. Okay, so that's interesting. No, he is coming to the door. He's just not getting through it this turn. Okay. The camera drone is going to be investigating there. It certainly won't see anything interesting if we leave Decker here. Might someone come through this door? I don't think so. In fact, if we'd been more efficient, we could have had Rush come out here, pick up the med gel, come back and give it to Tony, I think. In fact, she does have a stim. Is that any good? Come to here, give her 4 moves, right? Yeah, 4 is not enough. 1, 2... Yeah, she can't even get to Decker. We could have them both stim, and then we could revive Tony this turn. Is that important? I don't know. It gets Tony out into the wild. We're kind of doing all right without Tony. I still want to get agents in the field, don't get me wrong. It's just like, we're not dying for his EMPs right now. And so I'm trying to think, like, which agents do we send out right now? And I guess it's everyone but Decker. We leave Decker back, right? Wait, I don't need to stim Rush at all. I can just stim Decker, because we put Tony by the door. That seems worthwhile. Oh, except he's by the door. And now Tony won't be able to get up, or won't be able to move when he gets up. So I feel pretty dumb here. I've done a lot of dumb things today. But, okay, here you go, Tony. You're awake anyway. Please take your stuff back. Oh, boy. The wonders never cease. Take your stuff back from Rush as well? I don't know. Russia's got her own deal going on. I don't think there's any need to take that. Decker's the one who's carrying stuff we're not going to need. Yeah, maybe Tony can just take all of Decker's good stuff. And then we'll leave Decker on babysitting duty. So, here. That should be fine. Next turn we can get Decker and Rush. Sorry, get Tony and Rush out there. What am I doing? I need to pin that guy. Alright. You can do it, Tony. I messed up. I wasted some move points, but whatever. What a day. I've been playing more XCOM 2 recently. I got myself a new computer that can like actually play games from after 1999. Wow, look at that. There is a guard who comes through there. I'm glad I stimmed him. He was standing right here. Okay, so we found probably the guy with the the pass card, probably. I mean, not for sure, but probably. Where am I going? So that's useful. Anyway, I was saying I can play computer games that came after like 1999. I kid, of course. Invisible Ink is like relatively modern, but you know, like I enjoyed XCOM Enemy Unknown, and I couldn't play XCOM 2 on this computer. It just was not possible. So I've been playing that, and that may be one of the reasons that I'm like sort of out of the zone, I guess, for Invisible Ink, perhaps. They're both heading down to where Prism is? Yeah, one of them back there, one of them here. Alright, where's this guy going? Of course he's tagged, so we knew like where he was going that turn. But investigating, or observing him, it's supposed to tell us somewhere on the map there should be a question mark that says where his final goal is. And I don't see one. Whoa. You guys hear that? There's an Akuma drone in this room. I don't think you should be allowed to hear things that you can't see just by moving the map around. That's my opinion. But okay. Apparently you can. I can't tell exactly how far each of these guys gets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5, 6.5, 7.5. So they both can get to right here. Makes sense, I guess. I don't know which one of them will win and actually get to end his turn here, but can't really tell with the colored markers. I guess the drone must be the one who gets here. But the drone is eventually going over here. I'm a little annoyed that I can't tell where this guy's going, this Akuma drone. I must just be missing something or misunderstanding. Maybe you don't get that if they're tagged? Like, that would be bad. There shouldn't be any disadvantages from tagging a guard, in my opinion. Let's see. Where can we draw this guy's attention to? Here? Here, and then hide here? No, that drone would spot us. How far can this guy walk? 3, 5, 8. He can get to here, but not further. I'm sure there's a way to get this guy's attention so that we can steal from him. Like, I'd be perfectly happy not getting his attention and then just like trying to sneak up behind him next turn because he's going like over here. But I can't really do that. He'll be like probably, I think, standing here staring this way, and it'll be quite hard to get to him. I could try to get his attention here and then like duck over here, but I don't have enough move points for that without stimming. And he would still notice me in his peripheral vision, which is not ideal. I suppose I could steal from him this turn and like try to stim away or something, or knock him out. Actually, maybe knocking him out is the thing to do. Like, I'm not very happy about it, but this drone won't see. Can I borrow a cloak? That would be pretty handy, I think. Right? Like, cloak, walk up to, like, here. Next turn, just nip in behind him. And then head up here. Seems pretty reasonable. Yeah. So here you go. Have a cloak. You can take a Buster Chip, I guess. Actually, I kind of want her to keep the Buster Chip, because she's going to be running into the... the safe, the security dispatch room. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna not unlock the door. We're gonna cloak and just get behind him to here. That's perfect. Okay, except there's a camera drone over here. But the camera drone's going back. Nothing's gonna scan this room. Okay. Ah, and another guard. That's a little scary. Oh, whoops, she can't hold all this. Oh, come on, Steam. Would you knock it off? How do I go offline? I always forget to do this. 'Cause like every so often I have to close Steam. I don't know, man. Whatever. I give up. Sorry, friends, that you have to be on camera as playing whatever. Well, we can come up here, steal the thing, and become encumbered. That's sort of fine. The thing that's not necessarily fine is that I don't know where this human guard is going. Could he get to me here? I think so. 1, 4, 5, 6.5, 7.5. Yeah, he could come up here. And I think that that's in fact like a quite likely outcome. Now what if I just stay exactly where I am, though? I don't think they can get to me there. This drone is going back here. He missed the thing about changing patrol, so he's going back to his old patrol, which didn't involve this door, therefore is inside here. Now, I don't think there's any way this human guard is going to see me standing right where I am if I just end my turn here, instead of in what feels like safer cover here. And he'll either come up this way or this way, and then I can react appropriately using this as my cover. So that seems pretty good. And if that's my plan, I can afford to observe this guy to see what he's up to. Okay, well, I was wrong. He's gonna observe me here. I'm glad I checked. We're gonna be stimming out of the way of that, then. May as well check this guy out, too, while we're here. Yeah, he's going back. Okay. I'll take this pass guard. I don't love it. But leave it on the ground so that I won't be encumbered at the beginning of my turn in case that becomes relevant. We've got the MP pack waiting over here. Decker, please get to work. There's a door here! Did I go through that door before and just forget? I did! Alright, well, that would have made things maybe a little easier for me. But okay. Not a huge deal. We can't really make progress into this room this turn because this guard is going to examine. Or maybe he will. I don't know, actually. But we could get in here, but when we opened the door, the drone would be... he would notice. And then he would come in here and scan, and we can't really cope with that. So let's just hide out down here. What are we doing with our power this turn, you ask? Great question. I think we should... oh, there's where the Akuma drone is. No, that's where the human guard is going. Well, let's, like, I don't know. This camera. Yes, we need this camera. Very good. Okay. Decker, you should really close this door. Unlikely to matter, but can't hurt. Well, could hurt. You could imagine some weird scenarios, but in practice, not likely. Oh boy. Okay. I think we are sort of have things under control here.
Investigating.
Interesting.
Yes, it was nothing.
So he couldn't get to that square, but he was adjacent, so he decided it was okay to investigate there instead. Alright, you know what? I think that this, although we're only on, like, turn 7, they were 7 pretty slow turns. I think this mission's going to go on for quite a while longer, and I can keep the videos to a reasonable length if I cut for a break here. So that is what we're going to do. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in part 2.